Alright y'all, it's Paige Coughlin here. We are at the World Series of Pro Mod. We're not in Golden Child. She's getting finished up at Pink. She's looking absolutely beautiful. I have seen some sneak peeks, but you guys will see it here pretty soon. We are driving the dragsters today, built by J&J Racing Engines, and we got one more qualifying pass tonight. Now, currently, we are not in the field, but, you know, we got a little bit of some tricks up our sleeves here, and Johnny knows what he's doing, so he's the one that built the motor. We literally put this stuff together in like 2 or 3 days. And we knew that we needed to have something fast in order to qualify. Because right now, I mean, they have dragsters running 370s. Like, that's almost like what we were doing in MPK, which is just crazy to me. But so we got to find our way in the field, and we got one more tonight. So the track's going to probably be really good, and I'm super stoked. And I think I know what we got to do to get in the field. So I think I'm ready. We were actually the last car down the racetrack for our qualifying day, and we put a 29 with an 8, 429 with an 8 on the scoreboards, and that's the first time I'd ever used nitrous before. And I know that in the no prep car, we're going like 380s, 370s, but this is a totally different experience. I was laughing at myself because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so nervous. But the way this thing felt when the nitrous kicked in, I was like, oh my Lanta, just go straight. And it's a dragster, and the track's been good all day long, so can't complain, and we should be qualified. We should be in the race tomorrow, and I told y'all I had some tricks up my sleeve. So Johnny made it happen, and we should be in the field. Qualifying, we just made one pass. How'd you run?
I went 428, so it's picked up like 4 down.
You're in the field.
We're
now
26, I think.
20. Okay. Way to flex, but it's fine.
We're in the field.
I'm lower. But for my lap, we go up there and he's changing stuff around, and
we'll put more to it.
I go up there and spin the tires, and I come back around. I'm like, hey Johnny,
it almost took it. The trash just got
they're getting mad at me because I didn't drive through it, and you know.
It was in the middle of a wheelie when it's spun. You need to re-hit it again and pull out another wheelie. Double wheelie.
You gotta understand, coming from no prep, when you spin the tires, I personally, like, if we're just making laps like that, I get out of it because I want to save parts and I don't want to take a chance of hurting anything. So my mind automatically went and did that. And then we come back to the rig to regroup and kind of go over our data and look at all the math and whatnot. And I go, Johnny, it's spinning the tires. I spin the tires. I didn't like it. I chose to get out of it and get right back in it. No big deal. We'll go up and make another one. He's like, you didn't spin the tires. You didn't spin the tires. I'm like, okay. So then I leave. He pulls my graph up and he goes, man, she's right.
Yeah, but your G meter,
right.
The G meter was way higher than the last one, so it was one to go faster. You just had to dove for a second, and then
it didn't entirely like it. Now there's plenty of reasons why.
It dove and then it was coming back. You just had to run through.
You just don't want to admit that I was right.
Okay, yeah.
It's okay.
It's a dragster. You gotta feel it. You probably feel it.
You know, it's been a while since I've driven this thing.
Mine spun when I went at 28. I just drove through it.
I'm a little rusty. I'm used to doors. I'm used to no prep, and all this horsepower in front of me. Now I got it behind me. It's not as much. It's a little different. Just a little. I'm shaking the dust off a little. One, World Series of Pro Mod, top dragster, invitational. Excuse you.
Sorry.
And we're on a ladder, no chip draw, but I was kind of hoping for the chip draw. But
we don't got to race, and we're opposite sides of the ladder.
yeah, thank goodness we didn't get each other. That's kind of the bonus about the qualifying deal is like sometimes you can almost be strategic about it. Ours just happened to go that way, so we'll take it. We didn't get each other. Since we're at the bottom half of the field, though, we will draw some of the faster cars towards the top, but that doesn't hurt us in any way because it's all based off of your dial-in, so we're not too worried about that.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of data with spraying it a little bit like we're doing.
Yeah. So I think we're just going to wing it.
We're just winging it. I think everybody's got to be, it's going to be tough for everybody, though.
Yeah.
The track's different than it was last night.
Yeah. Like you take into consideration the weather, the track, what they look like today versus what they looked like when we made our previous runs. And all of that data kind of adds up to help you make your educated guess on your dial-in. So we'll take everything that we get and then some to try to figure out what we're going to do and then just kind of trust our guts and just make sure we're ready to drive because you can still close it up and you can win driving against one of these fast cars as long as your guess is just better than theirs.
You just got to lay a better package than them.
Yeah, so we got to be good up front and we got to be good on our dial-in and we'll be good. So
simple.
It could be anyone's game here.
I was, because yesterday I was 30 and 45, and I'm like, man, you don't win that often with those.
Can you go grab my time slip?
Yeah.
I never grabbed it.
Just pull it up on your phone.
My dad might have it.
Yeah, what do I...
2XX5.
What?
2XX5 is the number.
Okay.
But anyway, I was 004 on the tree. I know, I'm sweating. This is so bad right now. I was 004 on the tree, and I was 440 with a 5. So that means my guess was perfect plus 5 thou. So my package together with my light, you add your light, and then however far off you were of your guess, and that's your package. And so whoever has the best package wins. So I had a 9 thou package, and he didn't have a chance.
Very good race.
Johnny won. Turn on the wind light. I mean, makes it look easy every single time. But me, I lost by 1/1000th of a second. I want to say 16 on the tree, and then I ran
Dead on with a 2.
dead on with a 2. So I was dialed a 440 and went 440 with a 2
18 package.
and lost. And this girl that I ran was 17 on the tree
Dead on with a 0.
and perfect. So I'm like, why?
Just
It's
like
just a bad draw. I mean, it was such a good race because you can't even be mad. Like, my car ran great. You brought it back to life with you, your dad, everybody at the shop, Dean, Team GC, everybody brought this thing back to life. And
We're good on the nitrous.
yeah, I kind of like it now. I think we should keep this thing rolling.
Yep.
Are there any races next week?
Mockley.
We'll see. I'm like, I kind of want to go again. This is kind of fun. I haven't done it in 2 years, so I don't know. It feels good to end on a positive note, even though the wind light wasn't on. It does happen, but that's all a part of racing, and it happens more often than not. So now it's Johnny's turn. He has to carry the flag, and he has to win. So that's that.
3 more rounds.
3 more rounds.